The week is starting off right. Monday night, and 2K Sports presents the NBA. Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, I'm Kevin Harlan. Allie LaForce will be our reporter tonight on the sideline. Looking at Chicago, they want to turn it around after that loss. Clifford, good.
Just the first good move in a game of chess between these two coaches.
Yeah, now we get to see the counterplay. How you respond is half the battle out there.
Now, here's Simons. Driving in. Oh, what a jam!
Simons! So quick. Simons using that burst to get to the rim.
Hey, Greg, they dropped the interim tag for Doug Christie as he's now the permanent head coach of the Kings.
Well, we'll have to see how permanent that is. The fifth head coach in the last 7 years. That seat is always hot in Sacramento.
In the air and down hard!
Oh, stop.
Look out!
Goodness, that is an outstanding finish.
Oh, my.
Filthy, guys. Just filthy.
Man, you said it, G.A.
Yeah, but I'm thinking about the practice hours that went into that. That could have gone into something else.
That's just too easy for Ball. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
Buzelis with the ball. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. Here's Smith, and it's Smith finishing it off.
And guys, we're going to see a lot of that from this young man. Smith right now, beasting.
And Ball sends it back. Pass to Smith. Inside. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. Shot's good by Alexander Walker.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Well, Josh Giddey, an outstanding playmaker. We know that, Coach. Are we calling him a point forward or a 6'8" point guard?
To me, Kevin, he's a pure point guard at 6'8". This guy's got great size, but he's most comfortable with the ball in his hand, making plays for other people and running an offense. He can handle and pass as well as any.
And he lobs it up toward the rim. And stolen by Bull. Pass to Clifford. And the dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
Yeah, selfless play by Hunter to give it up to his man in space.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. Bulls trail by 8. And here is Giddey. Very solid contribution from him as he averages over 20 points a game. Hands it from downtown.
You can't forget about Levine from deep.
Pass to Alexander Walker. Back to Smith. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And it's Giddey with the ball for the Bulls. Fires the three. And the Bulls another three.
Well, that's a shot that defenses often dare Giddey to make, but he's shown improved accuracy.
And the foul called on Josh Giddey. That is his first foul of the game. Smith with a wide open look. And it's off from three-point range. There's 1:59 left here in the first quarter. Out to Smith. Outside, Simon. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Bulls need to get a shot off. And it's Smith missing.
Well, when they're playing off you, you have to make them pay. And he could.
Now here's Giddey. He has 6. No good. That would have tied it.
Well, the defense was right where they needed to be to stop the layup. Great awareness and effort.
Good on the triple. Smith's got 5 points so far.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Okay, Zach LaVine. Another monster dunk to put on his career highlight reel.
Smith for 3. And again, Sacramento with the 3.
Well, so many bigs excel from three-point range these days, and he's right up there with the best of them.
Pass the Bull. It's stolen by Buzelis. Left side, Simons. Three-pointer. The shot by Buzelis, no good.
Yeah, not at his most efficient this quarter. He's got to work on finding high percentage shots.
Bulls trail by 6. Here's Simons. And Bulls sends it back.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
Jabari Smith has been leading the charge for the Sacramento Kings. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Back right after this. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen from Sacramento so far, guys, what do you think?
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
Well, if they're going to be that ferocious inside, this defense is in for a long night.
Here's Giddey. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field. And, GA, you know, some people argue that defense has declined in recent years. Would you agree?
I think mostly it's just harder to defend in today's game. You have to cover so much more ground, and with the lack of physicality, it just makes it more challenging.
Here's Buzelis. No good with the layup. Kings leading now by 4. Outside DeRozan. And Şengün throws it down.
Even without the explosive athleticism, Şengün still able to play above the rim.
Okoro shot is off.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion. And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Pass to Okoro. And slam dunk by Ivy.
And man, can Ivy fly. I mean, a big-time finish.
And it seems like Josh Giddey playing with newfound confidence, Coach, since his arrival with the Bulls in Chicago.
Yeah, one of those trades that seem to benefit both teams. The Bulls have handed Giddey the keys to their offense, and he has not looked back.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Greg, you look at Alperen Şengün. He's one of the best combinations of force and finesse in the NBA.
And you wonder how he fell to the 16th pick in the 2021 draft. You saw the numbers he was putting up as a 19-year-old in Turkey. Pretty clear he should have gone higher.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thank you. The Chicago Bulls retiring the jersey of hometown hero and former league MVP Derrick Rose. His coach with the Bulls, Tom Thibodeau, said, "The true measure of a man is how he handles adversity, and nobody did it better. He always found a way to rise above, and there's no question in my mind he is a Hall of Fame player." Kevin?
Okay, thank you, Allie. Pass to Smith. Out to Harris. Back to Smith. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Giddey. 11 points in the game. Takes it off the glass. Giddey's got 7 now in this quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And here's Harris from the arc. Good. And it's Şengün picking up the assist. Harris has got the lead up to 8 now for the Kings. Pass to Richards. And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here. And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. Levine wide open. Hits the jumper in space. That's 7 points for Zach LaVine.
LaVine getting quick with it that time, changing it up.
And Greg, the Bulls have said they're leaning towards building with depth, saying that star teams are more vulnerable to injuries.
Well, they don't yet have a bona fide big-time star on this roster, so if you ask me, that might be a case of sour grapes.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Westbrook can't get it to go. Sacramento leading by 8. Back to Şengün. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. LaVine inside the three-point line. It's hauled in by Harris.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
Kings moving the ball around. Here's the 3. And Zach LaVine pulls it down. And then LaVine with the jam.
That's such a tough finish. LaVine with outstanding focus to score through contact.
There's 1:38 left here in the second. Outside DeRozan. Pass to Achua. Just 5 to shoot. Traps in the tray. Achua's got 5.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
Kick out to LaVine. Now Williams. Now LaVine. DeMar DeRozan grabs the board.
Yeah, he might want to avoid looking over at the bench for a little bit here. A missed dunk like that is infuriating to a coach.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And it's Şengün with the ball for Sacramento. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Şengün with the bucket.
It took him a while to get his legs under him. He didn't do much in the first quarter, but now he's off and running.
To end the run. Rebound by the Kings.
all the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Their body language does not look good right now. They're deflated and unable to stop this run.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Bulls trailed by 18. For three, Levine. That's another one for him. His fifth in just 7 shots.
Yeah, Levine gets such great lift on that pull-up, creating that extra separation.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Sacramento making a switch here. And here are the Bulls now. Here's Buzelis. Off target with his 3.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Shot clock at 5. Stolen by Levine. From downtown, Sacramento grabs the miss.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
The 2-time dunk champion, Zach LaVine, can hammer it down, Coach, or he can bury one from 3.
Well, that's right, Kevin. And look, he came into the league with that great athletic ability, and we all marveled at it. But this guy's really gone to work on his skills, and he's become one of the most efficient shooters in this league from any range on the floor. This guy has gone from great athlete to great player.
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Buzelis with the ball. 6 on the shot clock. And Bulls sends it back. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate. And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Right wing. Here's Buzelis. The offensive rebound. Here's Simons. Just 5 on the clock. Lets the 3 fly. Rebound by the Kings.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat. And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Goes up on the wing. The rebound by Richard.
Well, that one didn't fall, but otherwise they've been excellent shooting the ball to start this half. Look, he's doing what he can to try to keep them afloat offensively, continuing to stay aggressive.
And guys, this is kind of Bull's role. He's out there to score, and he does it in a variety of ways.
Pass to Buzelis. Back to Richards. And Bull sends it back. And it goes out of bounds. One off Bull.
Substituting on the court.
6 to shoot. This one for 3. That shot is off.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Sacramento making a switch here.
First team foul. For your teams.
And here is Şengün. He's got 9. Third quarter of basketball here in just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Lock at 6. Throws it up high. And it's slammed in by Smith.
This is the belief Smith's teammates have in him, which is why they look for him to take that shot.
Well, that's just a careless pass. He's lucky that was just deflected and not kicked off.
Now, here's Ivy. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Here's Clifford. And the layup's good off the glass. Clifford got 6.
Well, not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And the Bulls call timeout here. And here are the Bulls now. They can look forward to San Francisco after this game in a matchup against Golden State. And that game will be game 3 of 5 away from home.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Pass to Şengün. Shoots over Yabusele. And there are the Kings with another bucket.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
Well, clearly the defense has had no answer for them. Might be time to try something different.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
On offense, here are the Kings. They're on a 14-2 run here. Wasted no time on that one. Hunter's got his first points of the night.
Yeah, Hunter has this versatility in his offensive game.
The Bulls with another miss.
That was a good look from the mid-range. He'd like to have that one back.
And Buzelis gets the whistle that time.
Personal foul.
That is his first foul of the game. So both teams making some changes here. Şengün with a wide open look. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. And Simon's wide open. He'll fire. Offline with his 3.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Here's Carter. Back to Şengün. Outside, Sexton. Good, and the assist goes to Şengün.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Buzelis. And the 3 off target.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy ones.
Here's Simons. The teardrop falls in.
Yeah, it took just enough off of it for the floater.
Şengün. And so it's Sacramento having no problems at all. Up 29 points heading into the next quarter. Their defense has been very effective in locking down Russell Westbrook. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And so here's Sacramento. Here's Bull. Good on the 3-point shot.
Man, you can't forget about Bull's range. After all, big men like him are expected to take the 3 in today's game.
And there's the call on Nickeil Alexander-Walker. That's foul number 2 for him. Williams for 3. Rebound by the Kings.
Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Pass to Hunter. Here's Bull. And the dunk by Bull.
A rare assist there from Hunter. They want him to continue to work on his playmaking.
Here's Giddey. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
Pass to Bull. Just over a minute played here in the 4th. Off target. That was a little heat check. From deep, Williams sinks the three-pointer.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Now Bull pulls it up. Buzelis grabs the board. Right side, Williams. On the wing, Williams. No good from outside. In the corner, Smith with it. Back to Bull. And the dunk by Bull.
And Smith already understands that you have to be unselfish if you're going to gain the respect of your teammates and coaches.
And in 2023, the NBA implementing a new player participation policy, Coach, trying to minimize unexcused absences for star players.
Kevin, I think it's huge for our game. Fans pay and watch TV to see the great players. And there's nothing more important in the league than that those guys being on the court on a consistent basis. And anything that the league can do and teams can do to ensure that, the better it is for everyone.
Here we go, fans.
And here are the Kings now. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. And they've been enjoying this long homestand. That will be game 4 of 5 in a row at home.
Bulls ball.
4th quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. The kick out to Simons. That 3 off the mark. And here now the Kings. Pass to Şengün. Back to Hunter. A 3-ball. Connects from 3-point range.
Smart pass. Set up Hunter, and he'll knock him down.
Here's Levine. And they recover it. It's stolen by Smith. And here comes the break. It's rebounded by Giddey. Chicago with the ball. Levine for 3. Hits it from 3-point range. Levine's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Listen, it's a team sport. But without him, this deficit would be a lot bigger.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the 4th quarter. Into the lane. Out to Smith. It's good from long range.
Supreme confidence. Smith really stretches the floor with his ability to shoot.
And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Zach Levine.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
And Chicago has possession. Here's Buzelis. Giddey surveying the D. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Greg, we have another up-and-comer from down under, Josh Giddey.
I mean, a lot of young talent coming to the NBA by way of Australia. The great skill development program showing in Giddey, who stands 6'8", but plays like a small point guard.
Well, look, if he misses that shot, Coach might think of benching him. He's pretty fortunate he got that one to go.
Well, Giddey loves to finish strong inside, and he knows how to take advantage of his size.
Here's Bull. Oh, look at that.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the team.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief 2-gamer.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Bull.
Well, he was all about the rim protection in this one. His defensive presence was felt from the get-go.
Back to Bull. Wide open look. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
Here's Richards. It's deflected. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Bull.
And the size Bull has poses problems for any defense, especially when he's trying his best to be aggressive scoring.
The line for 2. Bull.
He's off on the first. And he's good on the second. And here are the Bulls now. Ivy with it. Şengün with the rebound. Here's Bull. He goes up again. No good at the rim. Puts up a deep 3. And so it's Sacramento easily grabbing this one. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating.
Don't get me rowdy. These can't rap with it. Say they proudly. Bad Mike Lowry. Surfing.